Hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. How's it going? We're going to do another whip and chat here with Paint with Diamonds, The Battle Ahead by LOTR Dietrich, square drill, 60 centimeters by 45 centimeters, 47 colors. Alright, I'll show a picture around here kind of thing, so you know what the canvas looks like kind of thing. Alright, so yeah, I'm just doing like a background kind of canvas here and like sneaking in on another whip and chat here. So I work part-time and full-time. So I have today and tomorrow off for this week. And yeah, it just keeps going. So alright, so I'll just hang out again. Just doing like a dark blue kind of part for this canvas, capital E here. So yeah, it's good chunk of this canvas, this part of the canvas, so we'll just hang out for a bit, you know. Hopefully your crafting and other hobbies are going well. Hopefully you're having a good time. Yeah, I ran some errands earlier. Now I'm just kind of chilling. Probably go read on the exercise bike or treadmill. Probably could go on the treadmill again. It's been a while. Just grab a book, read for a bit, get my walking challenge stuff figured out. Getting closer to finishing the Lord of the Rings challenge. Just making progress every day. I'll just get another challenge on the go. And just keep going, just keep being active. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't diamond painted in a bit, so this is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to get away from the everyday. Just for a small amount of time. Yeah, it can be kind of a grind to do these darker colors too. Yeah. So yeah, that can scare some people away if the colors are, it's massive color block and yeah, just a lot of one color. And you're filling in a section of a canvas. Yeah, it's a grind. Yeah, I'll say that. But yeah, it's like placing a drill or a couple drills at a time. You're still making progress regardless. It's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I just single place because like multi-placing, yeah, just I don't know. I'd end up putting the drills on crooked or something, and then yeah, I'd just be messing up the adhesive if I was placing more than one drill at a time. I can still screw up placing a single drill. A drill can drop onto the adhesive in the wrong way, but it's easier picking one off than a whole bunch. So if you keep picking at the adhesive, like if you just aggravate the adhesive by constantly adjusting drills and stuff, it's going to lose its stick. You're going to have a non-adhesive spot on the canvas and the drills are going to fall off. That's like constantly in the same spot kind of thing, but yeah. Basically, the less you mess with the adhesive on a diamond painting canvas, the more guaranteed stick you're going to have. But yeah, there may be times where the stick isn't on the canvas for some reason, but it could be a defective manufacturing tweak or something. But generally, most canvases you get, lift the cover and you're good to go. You can start diamond painting. There's maybe just the odd time where, yeah, you just get a bad canvas for some reason. Stuff happens. But hopefully 99% of the time you get a half decent canvas and you can just diamond paint. That's basically how it should go. Kind of like a Lego set or something, like instructions, all the pieces you need, just conveniently right there, so you can like play with the Lego or build with it, and without complication. That sounds a lot easier than like calling the Lego company because you're missing a certain brick or a piece and you have to wait to get it shipped to you. Well, that can happen with like a missing drill colors in a diamond painting canvas. You'd either have to order like a replacement set of drills or vice versa. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. It's nothing to generally panic about, but yeah, it is a pain in the butt. Because you want to do something like right now, you're in the mood to do it or whatever, and yeah, just something's not complete in a kit or etc. And you have to order a replacement part or something. Yeah, it can be tedious. It's like you're inspired to do something and then you want to do it but can't because you're missing something or something's broken. Yeah, it's frustrating. For sure. Don't blame you. If everything was perfect the way it was meant to be, etc., the planet would be pretty boring. I don't think there would be very much creativity. Yeah, people want to express themselves as much. We'd just all know how people would feel in certain situations, and we just live in a simulation or something. Just where all the answers are definite and defined ahead of time without any deviation. Yeah, that doesn't sound like very much fun. Kind of sounds like a utopian kind of society, kind of science fiction thing, where everything's like determined and set in stone kind of thing. It's just it's either yes or no, black or white kind of thing. Yeah, no exceptions. The AI just knows one way or another. Yeah. And the plot of a science fiction story of some sort. Just definite, straight to the point answers. Yeah. Life's not necessarily like that. Maybe in some cases. Yeah, some very specific things, but like an election ballot per se. You have multiple choices, but that's it. You just have to mark one choice for the most part. And yeah, that's then you hand the ballot in and it gets counted. So yeah, for example, kind of thing. But yeah, pretty defined, specific. Then whatever happens from that point in time, from your choice or a series of choices. And majority rules. Well, that's how it's supposed to go. There are just many deviations from that just core idea. But yeah, that's just been an ongoing cluster of confusion and chaos. What happened to keep it simple? Like, okay, candidates. They set certain things, get enough votes from like the general public, whoever votes, etc. Whoever gets the most votes becomes president, for example, I guess, or prime minister up here in Canada. Yeah, the public chose, and then votes are tallied, and voila, prime minister for a bit, or president for 4 years or whatever. And people either like what they do or don't. And then there's impeachment or re-election, and yeah, it just keeps going. Yeah. So certain choices are fixed and defined, either yes or no, black or white. In some cases, yes. But other times, if you're like playing Grand Theft Auto 4 or whatever, there's some set choices. But once you're holding the controller and boot the game up, and you're at a certain part of the game, you're like in the city or whatever, controlling your character avatar, you can basically do whatever the heck you want in an open world game like that. Sure, there's a main story with said characters, and you can follow that, go through all the missions in the game, or you can just have the game on and just drive through the city without a care in the world, rob banks and blow stuff up, take a helicopter and a plane, fly that around. Yeah. Like in a video game, not reality. Okay, well, let's not do that in reality. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so basically variations of choice, or different avenues of choice, or limited choice and functionality in general. I think the Final Fantasy 16, it's not open world. You kind of go through, it's linear, and you just go visit different locations in the world. It's an interactive map, and you unlock the map as you go along in the story. I think that's a change from some of the previous Final Fantasies. That's kind of in the vein of Final Fantasy X, because that was a linear story, set of characters, and then you're just going through the story and getting to different parts of the map as you go along. I think there's like a time in the game, I never made it too far through Final Fantasy X, but I think certain points of the game you can return to locations and do side quests and stuff to get characters' ultimate weapons kind of thing, and that, yeah, I never made it that far. I got stuck at one of the boss fights and it's just like, yeah, not prepared for this. So I shut her down and never really got back to it. I don't know. There's illusion of choice as well. Yeah, especially in video games. Like, there's a sphere grid in Final Fantasy X where you can kind of teach your characters. Each character can learn abilities in a certain way by applying some sort of spheres, ability spheres and stuff to the grid, and they learn the ability. So you go through the game. Abilities or spells or, yeah, stat boosts. Yeah, it's a giant grid and you just apply stat points or whatever to it, and your characters progress. So somebody who's like Titus, for example, the main character, he kind of wields a sword. It's kind of like close encounter combat, but I think if you progress far enough in the sphere grid, he can like cast magic spells as well. He can learn magic. I think that's how it goes, and he can cast cure magic. Basically, all the characters can traverse the sphere grid and unlock parts and intersect with other characters. Yeah, it was on the PlayStation 2. I think there's a remaster on the PlayStation 4 and 5 maybe. I think you can digitally download it. But yeah, that's kind of illusion of choice. Because, yeah, there are certain boss battles where you have to have certain abilities. It's kind of like how to win, because there's elemental resistances, like properties. I don't know, can't really damage a fire enemy with like fire magic. You'd kind of need like ice magic or something, like its opposite or its weakness. I think you just end up healing the enemy by casting fire magic on it. That was one of the Final Fantasies. Yeah, I remember casting a spell on this enemy, and yeah, I ended up healing them, and then yeah, just got totally wiped out my party in the game just by making that silly little error. Yeah, so there's a sense of strategy, and people who have played through the game like just sit there and figure that kind of stuff out, like strategies to get through the game faster, places which are tricky to maneuver through or to find certain things, you know. People have like just basically gutted the game and like examined it piece by piece and just kind of revealed everything to help other players or to make it easier for other people to get through difficult parts in the game. Any game. Yeah, beauty of the internet. Probably like 10 or 15 years ago, or more. It wasn't even internet, like early 90s, we'll say. Yeah, I think the internet came, end of the 90s, maybe? Oh gosh. I don't know, a couple decades ago anyway. Internet's not very old, but too terribly old, but yeah. I think for Nintendo you had to call a hotline to get tips and tricks for like kind of Super Mario 64 kind of thing, like the N64 age generation. You just get help over the phone, and then parents who pay phone bills were getting really upset because kids kept calling these hotlines to figure stuff out in games. Got a little expensive. It's something, a certain amount a minute for calling fees. But yeah, the internet now these days, people just make exhaustive guides to like any game you can probably imagine. Just basically telling you what to do, how to do it, how to beat the game, how to speed run through a game, like finish in the least amount of time possible, like any certain objectives kind of thing. Yeah, the internet is just full of interesting things. It's basically an ever extending universe of information. New websites every day, or just more information inputted every millisecond kind of thing. Yeah, it's just a big source of information and data, accessible to those who can get on it. I'm sure people still have personal computers, PCs. Yeah, probably thousands of people who still have PCs. But yeah, smartphones, just kind of in the palm of your hand, and you can just still surf the internet kind of thing. Go online, social media, just in the palm of your hand instead of booting up a computer, waiting a few minutes for it to load up, and then just, yeah. Just sounds like an extensive amount of waiting in order to do something that will take like 2 seconds. Yeah, but yeah, don't see computers leaving anytime soon. They'll just get more sophisticated, and portability is something that people vie for these days. Hey, personal computers won't be a thing anymore. It'll just be tablets or something. But yeah, for gaming computers, or like to go into virtual reality, it's like a core PC kind of thing to get the best experience possible. There are portable virtual reality headsets and stuff, but they're not the best. Yeah, offices will have computer systems, and yeah, digital information retrieval, and yeah, banks will have PCs kind of thing for software, or to deposit and withdraw money. Yeah, basically a client database kind of thing. Yeah, network connection kind of thing. Yeah, computers are just evolving. Because people want information like yesterday kind of thing. Like 20 seconds ago kind of. Just constantly available. Yeah. Yeah. The world just wants to move faster. And yeah, just some things aren't meant for speed. Yeah, it'll probably be a PlayStation 6 or something. Like, just keep getting better graphics and better, faster, stronger kind of mentality, and then just that other stuff that was once genius or just really smart just kind of becomes redundant. They're not as appealing. Yeah, so like, would you want a black and white TV that sits on a table or a shelf and fizzles in and out, or would you want a 4K or 5K? I think we're up to 8K or something now. High definition TV that you can pull your Netflix up or something on. Like, what sounds better? I think a TV that works in general is good. But yeah, get used to certain standards and get used to something that's decent. Is anybody going back to like dial-up internet? where you're either on the internet or somebody was on the phone, like it was on a phone line, your internet connection. Yeah, I remember having dial-up when I was younger. Somebody was either, yeah, or it's a fax line or something that you connected to the internet, your modem to the internet. Yeah, it's just basically a wire from your router. Yeah, everybody probably cringes every time they hear that dial-up tone and the connection. Yeah. I think I remember receiving like an America Online kind of installation CD for like the browser. Yeah, all those years ago. Like thousands of them. Thousands of copies, and you just install it on your computer, and then voila, you had internet. Internet browser to use to surf the World Wide Web. Yeah, it's standard. Internet is just standard on computers or your tablet or whatever. Yeah, just have to add your Wi-Fi username and password and etc. Your connection information, and you're on the internet in milliseconds. Once you have your Wi-Fi or data plan turned on for your phone, you're just on the internet. Yep. Quick, efficient, reliable is what people want. It's a privilege to have that, of course. It shouldn't be like a right, but a privilege to be on the internet. But some people just don't have the internet on hand immediately, kind of thing. So, and there be generations that just look at the internet and go, what? Yeah. Generations still around. Generations of people that probably on the brink of passing away because of their age, etc. And yeah, they wouldn't have a clue about any of that stuff. Because, yeah, they didn't come in to have that kind of technology back in the day. Now, like, in the 2000s kind of thing, and technology out there, and yeah, it's just like everywhere. So yeah, any new technology is going to confuse people, but I think if it's like a simple, straightforward enough concept, people will get the hang of it, and then it will catch on. But yeah, if you're teaching older people about technology, no, it's like never really truly too late to learn something new. Even if you're older, like, you can learn about this new technology kind of thing, but yeah, it's probably like a drastic viewpoint compared to what just younger generations are used to. Like, you're 4 or 5, it can probably have your own tablet and be, yeah, typing or whatever on it. I think that was for COVID or whatever, like the pandemic. Yeah, I think just basically learn from your tablet or a computer instead of going to school for that 2 or 3 years there. So, but anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. Down below in the description, I put my Facebook profile name, my Echoes of Color Facebook business page. It's really just a website within Facebook. And my Instagram. All three. social media links I just, or social media outlets I just update every once in a while. Finish section of a canvas, what I'm working on, just progress. And yeah, basically that's it for social media. I also post my walking challenge website links down below. The walking challenge section. Just the main websites, just to give you an idea what I'm working on challenge-wise, virtually. So yeah. I'm not affiliated or partnered with Conquer or Pacer. Those are just the main websites that you go to for where I bought the challenges in order to do them. But yeah, it's all up to you. No obligation whatsoever. I'm not getting any paid for anybody to click on the links. I just post them just because I talk about virtual challenges on here every once in a while. It's just something I do just naturally every day. So, but anyway, take care with your crafting endeavors / hobbies. And yeah, I'll see you around. Bye.